Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Today we're looking at two ways of adding leading zeros to values in Microsoft Excel. Now the reason why you might want to do this is you might have a SKU that, for example, has one or two leading zeros, and when you type it into a regular Excel cell it's going to lose those. So if I type in 0056 and press enter, you can see that this has been treated as a number and it's aligned to the right of the cell. Now if you don't want that to be the case, you can make it so that leading zeros are kept. I'm showing you two ways for a very good reason. The first way is going to make a change to Excel, and that's going to affect other worksheets if you are working on them. If you type something and it's got a 00 in front of it, it's going to be sort of like a sticky setting. The other one's going to be a format, so you can apply it as you need it. So let's have a look at the sticky setting. For this we're going to choose File and then Options. And in this panel here, we're going to select Data. And just down here under Automatic Data Conversion is an option that says Remove Leading Zeros and Convert to a Number. And at the moment it's checked. So what's happening is when we type in 0056, the two leading zeros are being removed and what's left is being converted to a number. Let's disable that, click OK. And now let's have a look. When I type 0056 and press enter, you can see that it isn't being aligned to the right, which tells you that it's not being treated as a number per se. It's being treated as a piece of text that has a little apostrophe in front of it, and that's automatic. One of the nice things about this is that Excel's smart enough to understand that that's a number that can be increased. So for example, if you just needed to create SKUs by dragging down, or codes or something by dragging down, you can do that. Now as I said, this is going to be sticky, so if we create a brand new worksheet, and if I go and start typing 0056, you can see that that's going to be the behavior in this new worksheet as well. If you don't want that to be the case, then we're going to have to do something about that. So let's just undo the setting that we did. Into Data, and we're going to re-enable removing leading zeros and converting to a number. It's not affecting these cells here, but it will affect new data if we enter it into our worksheet. Now this is just showing as 0063, but in actual fact it isn't 0063, it's just 63. So the alternative is to do this using a number format. So for the number format, I'm just going to type in my 0053 and click away. And so this is being treated as a number. But if I come up here to the home tab of the ribbon in the number area and just click this flyout, I can create a custom format. So I'm going down here to custom. I'm going to pick up this option here, this 0. I'm just going to type in 4 zeros. So the way that these 4 zeros are going to work is that they're going to pad anything that I put into this cell here out to 4 digits, and if there's nothing in front of the number, then they're going to be zeros padding it. So let's just click OK. If I type the number 0001 here and copy this format down, you can see that it's going to get 3 zeros out the front. So depending on what it is that you want and what impact you want on working in Excel, you could use a number format that pads your numbers out to a certain number of digits. If there's anything missing, if the number is too short, then the additional digits are being added to the front of the number. And of course, once we've got our format, we can just copy it down so it applies to all of these cells, so that when we type in a number, I could just type in 45 and it's going to go in as 0045. But see, it's a number. It's not a piece of text as it was in this worksheet, whereas these are pieces of text because they've got little apostrophes in front of them. So whatever suits you in terms of the impact it's going to have on your worksheet and or the impact it's going to have on the data itself, choose one or other of these options. If you like carefully researched content like this, clearly presented in a step-by-step format so that you can get great results every time, then you'll love my other YouTube videos. So give this video a thumbs up and click to subscribe to the channel. And on the screen now, you'll see a video that I've handpicked for you to watch next.